Hello and welcome to the first in a new video series here on the Midnight Diary channel, my 100-day challenge. So the 100-day project is not my idea, it's been going for years. It was started by this person here who was an art tutor, was an art tutor, as a way of challenging his students to get more practice, to try something new, and it was taken on some 10 years later or so, I'll put the date here below, by these people who made it an internet-wide thing, and it's a bit of an internet sensation really. I first came across it on Instagram, and I think lots of people do document their challenges on Instagram, but there is a whole website dedicated to it. I'll put the link below so you can read more about it. Now, I joined in about 3-4 years ago. Actually, that makes sense, that'd be 2020, and I would actually have had time to do this. When I completed a long languishing cross stitch. I think I'd had it going for about 4 or 5 years at the time, and it really didn't need much work. It just needed dedicated time. But like many people, I struggled to make time to make things, to do the things I loved, and the 100-day challenge was a great way to make sure I did that. So I finished the cross stitch, ta-da, here it is in front of you, and then I decided I was going to do it again, this challenge, but with a new project. So if you are a cross stitcher, you may have heard of Heaven and Earth Designs. They specialise in full coverage cross stitches, anything up to, and they do levels of colour as well. So you could have a picture, for example, the one I'm doing is a Siamese cat, and you could choose to have it with 48 colours, or you could choose to have it with 180 colours. It just depends on the level of detail you want. And they're full coverage, which means every single piece of the Ada for that shape, rectangle, square, oval, is covered with cross stitch. I picked the Siamese cat one. I'll show you the picture of here. I think I've shown you in my last podcast if you saw it, because I picked that one as it was going to be a gift for a friend of mine for her birthday, and I picked the cat because she'd unfortunately just lost her Siamese not too long before, and this cat does look quite a lot like him. So there we are. I did an IOU for the present. I've got the Ada, the frame, I got all the silks, that cost a small fortune, and I started plugging away. The little bit that I've done actually represents one A4 page of chart, and this cross stitch has 18-20 pages of chart. So it gives you an idea of just how much work this is. I mean, I could even be wrong. It might not be 20, it might be 40, I don't know. But I'll show you either with some B-roll now or later on. So I'm going to be embarking on the 100-day challenge again this year to try and make sure that I actually get some work done on this cross stitch. It's not going to be 100 days straight. There are a couple of necessary interruptions. I'm vending at Yarningham. I'm supporting Mina vending at Yarningham in July, and I've also got to go up to Search Press the week before that. So there's 2 weekends in a row where I won't be able to work on it, and actually it's like 4 days. 4 days on the bounce, I won't be able to work on it. So how I'm going to do that, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to do double the amount of time on some days if I can, or I'll just tack it on at the end. So we literally see the 100 days of progress. Okay, so day one yesterday was setup day. I didn't actually do any cross stitch. I got this out of the bag. I spent some time organising a corner of my bedroom in which I could do this cross stitch. Now, I had to do this because it is on a large frame, and in the old house, so I haven't even unpacked it from moving, but in the old house it was in a corner of the living room, and there was space for it, and it didn't get in the way and it didn't block anything. But here, although our living area is actually bigger, our little boy is also bigger, and all the things he comes with are also kind of expanding. It's like you touch one and it turns into 6 more. And there's nowhere really safe from spills, safe from fun to have it. So I've got a corner of my bedroom and I sorted that out. So step 1 was to get the frame out and get it all set up. Day 2 is going to be actually starting stitching, provided I can find the pattern. We shall see. So I hope you enjoy this series. I'm not entirely sure whether I'm going to upload them as weekly updates on the 100-day project or whether I'm going to do them as shorts every day. I haven't figured out how to do shorts yet, so we might have to look into that. But either way, I hope you enjoy. Are you going to do a 100-day challenge? Are you tempted? If you did a 100-day challenge, what would it be? Let me know in the comments below.